Hello friend, welcome to Yash Classes Online. In this session, we try to solve some of the journal entries regarding sales transaction. Let us take first simple transaction. Goods of rupees 5,000 sold on cash. Goods of rupees 5,000 sold on cash. So in this transaction, there are two accounts involved. Number one is cash and number two is sales. Now friend, cash is which kind of account? Cash is a real account because cash is our asset, so it is a real account. Whereas sales is what? Sales is one kind of, we say, a nominal account because sales is an income for business, so it is a nominal account. So cash is a real account and sales is what? Nominal account. Now what is the rule for real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So here cash comes in while we make a sales. So cash comes in. So cash account is debited while goods and is sales. Sales means what? It is an income for us. So whatever income in the business, it must be credited as per the rule of nominal account. What is the rule for nominal account? Expenses are debited and incomes are credited. So sales is the income. That's why sales account is credited. So in the end, we put it in this manner. What is the entry? We make an entry like this: cash account debited to sales account. And what is the narration for this? Being goods sold for cash, rupees 5,000. Okay friend, take second example. Goods of rupees 8,000 sold on credit to Mr. X. Again I repeat the transaction. Goods of 8,000 sold on credit to Mr. X. Sold on credit to Mr. X. So this is credit transaction. Because here party's name is mentioned. Mr. X is a party. So customer name is mentioned if in this transaction. That means it is what? Credit sales transaction. So two accounts involved in this transaction is one is party, matlab X account, and number two is sales account. Here Mr. X is receiving benefit from the business without paying anything to the business. Right now he is taking goods from us without paying any amount. So we may say that Mr. X is receiving benefit from the business. So as per the personal account rule, Mr. X account is debited while sales is what? Sales is a nominal account. In this case, sales is an income. So nominal account, as per the rules of nominal account, expenses are debited and incomes are credited. So sales account is credited in this case. So what is the entry? The final entry is what? Mr. X account debited to sales account rupees 8,000 and being goods sold to Mr. X rupees 8,000. This is what entry for this credit sales transaction. Okay, now let us take example number 3. This is little bit difficult. Goods of rupees 28,000 sold to Riddhi at 10% trade discount and 10% cash discount. Again I repeat. Goods of 28,000 sold to Riddhi at 10% trade discount and 10% cash discount. Received half amount by check and half by cash. So let us understand first of all the entire transaction. Total amount of goods sold is how much? 28,000. And 10% is trade discount. As in earlier video lecture, I told you that trade discount is not accounted. We simply have to minus this 10% from the total amount of sales. So 28,000 minus 10% trade discount, the ultimate amount is what? 25,200. This is the net sales amount that we have to record in the books of account. Trade discount is not at all recorded in the books of account. Simply we have to minus this amount. Okay. Now next is what? We receive half amount in form of check and half amount in form of cash. So this 25,200 we have to classify it into two segments, two parts. 50-50. 25-200, 50% amount through check. So 25-200 into 50% amount is equal to how much? That is 12,600. And remaining 50% amount through cash, that is also 12,500. But while receiving this amount, what happened? We are giving some discount to Riddhi, and that is known as cash discount because Riddhi is making payment soon. So we are, as a businessman, we are giving her a discount of 10%. So out of this 12,600 check amount and 12,600 cash amount, we are deducting 10% discount from both this amount. So total amount of discount is equal to how much? 1260 is equal to 2520. That is what cash discount. And remaining amount is received from Riddhi, that is 11,340. So in this transaction, there are total 4 accounts involved. Number 1 is cash. That cash comes in because we are making sales. So cash comes in, the cash account is debited. Bank is a receiving end. Bank is a personal account, and if personal account benefit receiver account is always debited. So bank account is also debited. Now important point is what? Cash discount. What about cash discount? Here we are giving cash discount to Riddhi. So that means it is one kind of expense for our business. And expense is, as per the nominal account rule, is always debited. So cash account is also debited. And what about the 4th one? That is a sales. The sales is what? It is our income, and income account is credited as per nominal account rule. So now the ultimate entry is what? Cash account debited 11,340, bank account debited 11,340, cash discount account debited 2520, to sales account 25,200, being goods sold to Riddhi at 10% trade discount and 10% cash discount. And C makes 50% payment through bank and 50% through cash. Okay, so this is also one of the most important transactions for the examination point of view.